Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Popcorn Watchlist podcast. We're going to call these special episodes our quick pop takes, quick pops. See if you guys like it. We're going to crowdsource it based off of our reactions for the new Flash trailer. So I've got Danny, Zach, and Anthony with us here, and I'm going to open the floor to see exactly what you guys all think about it, because there's a lot to talk about.
We got Michael Keaton.
Dude, he looks great.
We got Ben Affleck, multiple Batmans.
Yeah, we got them both. Like, you see it in the trailer, like the kind of motorcycle. It almost looks like the Dark Knight motorcycle, even though we know it kind of isn't. But you can tell that's the Batfleck on there. So I'm kind of hyped. I kind of want to see in what context that's there, and if they do like a fun little, "Hi, I'm Barry, and I'm just in Gotham for no reason, but let me help out Batman." So maybe that's there. I don't know. Like that, I'm excited.
Yeah, then we got Michael Keaton was pretty much narrating the trailer, which at first I didn't catch
at least the
it.
Beginning.
Well, yeah, like the first maybe minute or so, whatever it was, where I didn't realize until actually just now when we just watched it before recording that it was Michael Keaton's voice. I don't know who I thought it was initially, but I just realized now that it was, which is pretty cool.
Then I think the second half, it kind of switches to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, it's like the dialogue between him and Barry, where they show like a 3-second clip of that little scene.
Yeah, and it's cool because you have like a pretty wise and insightful Batman in Ben Affleck's version of Bruce Wayne saying, "Hey, don't you think maybe doing this may be a little reckless? You may be breaking timelines. You may be, breaking and altering all of reality." Barry's like, "But I could just kind of go everywhere, and it could be totally great." But as we see, no, it's not great at all. We get a cool little version of Flashpoint. For anybody who doesn't know what Flashpoint is, like a really major, almost like it's not an alternate reality because Barry Allen, the Flash, was our grounding character and all of that. So he sees that everything is just all over the place. Everything's wrong. And so we see that in the trailer, and it's a really cool spin on it. It's like if the events of Man of Steel happened, but there's no Superman. Or there's no anyone. Maybe, we don't know. Maybe there's other people who try to stand up to the Kryptonians and they just get rocked. Who knows? That's what the trailer may be implying. So... this
it said he made a universe where there's no meta-humans.
Yeah, so. Like there's something that for some dumb, crazy reason there's no Aquaman, there's no, there's no
Wonder Woman,
Amazonians, and Wonder Woman. Like that makes you think because of the wider scale of things. I don't know. That's exciting. I mean, I've been saying that like 18 times, but it's just really cool to see. As a fan of the comic and the storyline, to see this is a cool way that they're adapting it while making it its own thing and not just a complete kind of one-for-one remake of that, because sometimes that's what people want, and a lot of times we may have wanted DC to do those one-for-one makes, but I think this is a perfect way to keep it relatable and familiar while also being able to tell a slightly different spin on the same story.
Well, I mean, with them doing it a little bit differently, that allows them to get Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton, because in Flashpoint, don't you get like Thomas Wayne as Batman? So
yeah,
exactly.
That allows for that creativity and bring back some of these cool actors that have been a part of the DC universe. So,
yep, that's what I thought was dope. Like having Michael Keaton be that maybe if he's like older or grittier, or if he's just like older and crazy experienced, and he's like the only hero in this universe. I know.
All I know is he looks badass.
Yeah, I know Anthony was a big fan of the OG '89 movie and Batman Returns, so I know he got hella hyped, right, man?
Yeah, man. When they show him turn around, you're like, "Oh, he's like, yeah, I'm Batman." It's too good. And then the freaking music, man. The Danny Elfman music that played, that was awesome.
Yeah, and you see the OG Batmobile there too. The Batcave.
In the distance.
You have the Batwing, like the Batwing from '89, still there, doing some flyby stuff as we see later on in the trailer. But I think it's also they're going to use it because in the comic, Thomas Wayne helped Barry get his speed back. But as we see, there are two Barrys, so that also makes things very interesting. So it's like they need to try to stack the deck against the Kryptonians. So instead of having one speedster, let's use that reality's Barry and make a second.
I don't know if you guys noticed in one of the at the very beginning when Michael Keaton is doing the narration, they show quick glimpses of random things, and there's one scene where it's like a room, and it shows things on the floor, and it shows the bat cowl on the floor, and there's blood on the cowl. I have
Yeah.
no idea,
Yeah,
no idea what the context to that is, but I don't know. Maybe that's another universe where there's no Batman because he died.
dude, I think, or yeah, like I don't know if that's a body or the rest of the suit. It looks like that's the suit
Yeah,
because
it was just a suit with blood next to it. Like there was
yeah,
no an empty suit.
it's wild because I have that exact frame right now paused, so I'm pretty sure Anthony is screen hacking me right now.
Always,
But
man.
he's just he's in there infiltrating, and
Right.
you see like yeah, you can actually see the suit. There's the logo there. He has the cowl. It looks like the cowl from the original movie, especially like Batman Returns, like the rubber cowl. It's on the floor. There's blood. I think it looks like blood, maybe from boots. So, but it's also there's a puddle coming from like the cowl and then going in. So maybe he's just getting older and getting beat up. So maybe that's it. That's kind of like a similar thing will happen like with in Batman Beyond, where Bruce is getting older and he's not able to keep up anymore. You would think that people would be freaked out by Batman, but they keep
That would be
trying.
introduced to Batman Beyond. That would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool if they do a Batman Beyond.
I
Like
think
they-
everyone would hype.
Just mix it up a little bit. It's, you know, it's
Is to make one, and this is probably like one of their best ways to do it.
they could.
Yeah. From this Flashpoint type of like branch, you can have a Batman Beyond, and you have these other things going. But yeah, what do you guys think about there being? We saw it originally from other promotional material in the teaser, but like there's now legitimately confirmed two Barrys. There's this reality's version of Barry Allen who got to just have a normal life with his mom and just be a normal person, and then you have our Barry, and they're interacting. So, what do you guys think about that? That Ezra Miller's doing a sort of almost Parent Trap kind of thing, like Lindsay Lohan did.
Double work.
Double the work.
Yeah, it'll be a pretty interesting concept for sure to see. I mean, like there is like this one scene in the trailer where, I guess, I think it was like the main timeline Barry who gets shocked, and then the lightning kind of goes through to the other Barry.
Yeah,
I think
think
that's what that shot was.
yeah. They're He's trying to get the Speed Force that's in him to transfer into the other Barry.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Like maybe at some point he tries to give him powers.
Oh no, it's confirmed. You
and then
see in the trailer when they kind of go, they do the back-to-back running stance.
oh, so okay, that was him.
There's
Okay,
two
I didn't
Barrys.
realize.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was like
You
another
see the
speedster that
boots.
they're kind of teasing or something.
Yeah,
But
There's
because
one scene where
that
he's-
other
Are they doing
'cause
like a fusion run like Dragon Ball?
I think yeah they're basically how sprinters set up. They're doing that, but instead of having the metal lock or the metal like thing in place to get set up, they're
Mhm.
using each other, which I think is pretty baller. And I also think it's cool because the running is going to be less like the Zack Snyder skating and looks more like actual running and sprinting.
Did,
I
have,
hope so because the skating kind of looked.
did they show how they're gonna run in this movie?
At least from the
They
stance
did.
alone, it looks good. I was like, look, all right, this seems legit. That weird like free flowing. I'm going to use the Speed Force to glide through everything. Like I got the concept, but I want Barry to run.
I hope
Barry,
they
run.
do show off. Yeah, I hope they do show off more of the like Speed Force and get more into like the nitty gritty of the Speed Force. I like how some of the
Like
things
the
they did in
lore.
the Justice League movie, like when he goes kind of like he's running so fast, he's going like back in time. Like,
Yeah, that's what
hopefully they do
happened in
some
the
cool
Justice
stuff
League
with it.
movie. So that's why he's like, oh, I can go back in time. Now I can probably even go through time to other times, and that's what he can do with the Speed Force. So he's
Yeah.
this is showing a Flash that kind of like has, hey, I can break some limits, but obviously it's going to show him that there's consequences to his actions, just like in life, everybody. Life lesson.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to see more of like the lore behind the Speed Force, and then I'm sure they're going to show that scene also, or like or like show it and then have like a sequence where it shows how that version of Barry that we see in Batman v Superman, like how that happened initially, which I think is
Well,
all but confirmed to be, uh, they're gonna show that in this movie.
what? Where he's going to wear the crazy armored suit from the horrible, awful future where Superman turns bad and then goes tries to warn Batman? I don't
Yep.
know. I'm not holding my breath for that.
I feel like they might do. I think they were specifically like they teased it there to then maybe show it in the Flash movie. I mean, unless they just completely, if they did have it
Scrapped it.
before, they just kind of
Yeah.
scrapped it.
Out the
And
window.
Pretty sure they scrapped.
yeah, I mean, this movie has gone through so much in the last like
So much.
7, 8 years.
Yeah, it was exactly
Absolutely.
their idea, and I think they kind of just wanted to get away from that.
True, but then again, it's gonna reset the universe. So
Yeah, let's
I
let's
don't
try
think
not
it
to get
would
ahead of
matter.
ourselves with a whole bunch of these other storylines. Let's just establish the characters and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, but,
I mean,
like you said, yeah, like you said, Zach, it's gone through so much. I'm just kind of thankful we finally got it.
I mean,
And
this movie was
yeah.
announced way back then in like season 1 of The Flash.
yeah, it was like 2014,
And
more
then
or
now
less.
in 9.
Yeah, because it was. I think we've mentioned it before. It was announced alongside movies like the Justice League. There being two Justice League movies, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, even a Green Lantern movie. It was announced all during that time, and then I think the original release was supposed to be like 2017, and then here we
Just
are
kept
6 years
pushing.
after
Yeah.
it was supposed to originally release, and now we're finally
6
getting it.
It went through
years.
a bunch of directors too.
It did. Yeah.
But the director we have now is Muschietti, right?
Yeah, from the
Spaghetti? Muschetti?
he did two
Spaghetti? No, that's messed up.
it movies.
Yeah. So I want to see how he takes something a little more, not creepy, but maybe something a little more grandiose and kind of. I think it's epic in scale because we're getting. It'll be a cool spin on how they take the whole like, hey, and I'm glad we get Michael Shannon back. That was a big surprise to me. I'm hyped. More Michael
Well,
Shannon is always good.
Bayor's
I-
back.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I actually find it kind of interesting that it seems like they're choosing to kind of relive the events of Man of Steel, of all the plots they could have probably gone with.
Right. Which they're trying to distance themselves from.
But still, but I think it's
Yeah.
because again they're trying to hone in on the familiarity for people. They're like, oh yeah,
And
that's
maybe-
stuff from Man of Steel.
Maybe
But-
like reset it from the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say that since Man of Steel was the first film in this DCEU, that they would just go back to the beginning and reset it from that point forward.
Yeah.
Especially since kind of like in the Flashpoint Paradox movie, you have like the Superman, but here they're kind of twisting it and doing Supergirl.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
a really smart idea. I think that's actually really smart.
So it's like Michael Shannon going against Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a little more inexperienced. It's basically two people who are just realizing, or like Zod's only figuring out that he got crazy powers up in here, and then Supergirl, they knew they had powers, but she was just being experimented on this whole time. So it's cool to see somebody and it's gonna be a fun take on all this. And there's a bigger like Kryptonian force going on here. Like it's nuts, dude. Like there's some desert fights. There's tornadoes. There's again Batman in the Batwing doing Batman stuff. Dude, I guess the one scene of the action shot with Batman with Michael Keaton's Batman, he's just like dive bombing on this guy. I'm pretty sure that guy also dies twice, but
Yeah.
um,
The Bat-
like that must be in the compound where they're holding her. So anyway, like it's just not a really big analysis of the trailer. It's just I think it's more just the impressions. It's just like
Yeah.
it's a good trailer.
yeah.
With, obviously, hopefully see some CG effects that will be fixed, but
Hope so, because Barry's head does not look like it's connected to his body in some shot.
so the opening shots, like 3 seconds into the trailer, he has the lightning effects on the suit, kind of like what you see in some of the comics, which is dope. Except he looks like he's a floating head. So hopefully the contours and contrast between that background of his neighborhood and uh, everything else works out. I also hope that if he's going back to his past and reliving when his mom dies, like if that's his past but in our timeline, we see a glimpse of Reverse Flash. That'd be
Yeah.
kind of awesome.
That's the one thing they didn't show at all in this trailer.
No.
I'm sure they're gonna either like save it for the movie because everyone wants to see Reverse Flash, but if they're resetting it and we're not gonna have anything announced for the Flash for a while, like are they even gonna bring it up in this movie? Like,
Yes.
that's the thing.
He may just be like the phased out like
Yeah, like blurred out
Flash,
face, so
like,
they could.
he's always out of sync and out of phase and just John Cena style. Just, like
I mean,
plays-
I guess they could do that just to not announce an actor for the time being, and just kind of like have him established in the world and just know that he's in the background.
just have he's just there in the background screwing with Barry's life. He's just like, I hate Barry Allen. Like he's the ultimate hater. Like Reverse Flash is the ultimate hater. I will get into that, but you just got to know, comics wise, this man is the ultimate hater.
Do you guys think there will be another Batman in the movie?
I've
No.
been seeing a
I
lot
don't
of
think
rumors
so.
that there's a third one. As a
People are saying,
cameo.
"Oh, Christian Bale's gonna suit up."
I don't.
Worst
Or
case
George
scenario, I think
Clooney.
it's reused footage. Might be
I could see reused footage.
That
Yeah,
worst
like
case,
archival stuff. Yeah, maybe.
worst
saying,
case.
Anthony.
You said that's a worst case scenario. Reused footage.
No, I just said I like the most likely thing to happen would probably be used footage.
It wouldn't
But-
be George Clooney coming back, or
No, it's old. That they use George Clooney as Batman Beyond. But no, he's old, too old. Michael Keaton's perfect, even though he's probably older than George Clooney. He's perfect.
yeah, he's like 70, man.
Hey, man, he looks great. That's what happens when you're a funny guy. He just looks great. Yeah, guys. So, with that being said, any final kind of thoughts or hopes and dreams for the Flash coming out this June?
I think it's safe to say that we don't condone any of the personal decisions that Ezra Miller has made in the past couple years.
That indeed, yeah,
we're
that's
so-
a whole debacle that
We're solely
clear of.
basing this excitement on what's in front of us, the movie and the trailer, not on Ezra Miller. So as of now, the movie looks cool, but it's most likely that Ezra Miller probably won't come back if they do end up doing more stuff with the Flash. So we shall see, though.
Yeah, I don't see them continuing on with Ezra, but I don't know. You never know.
We made $1 billion. Bring him back. I was like, even still, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think ultimately it'll still be a great movie, or at least it looks great. I don't think that'll. Well, I mean, I'm sure there will be some people that will take into account the stuff that has happened with Ezra Miller and, I don't know, boycott the movie or something, right? But those are, those are small groups of people. I think people would just go anyway because, it's a movie. It's a movie that's been that we've been waiting for 8-9 years, and
it's a known.
it'll be watched by tons of people. It's gonna make pretty good money, I think.
yeah. I think just the hype of like just let's see what the other DC stuff's going on. Hopefully, Shazam, Fear of the Gods is good,
Yeah.
and that'll kind of carry over some good momentum.
And then also, a lot of people like keeping up with DC to see what James Gunn is going to do, and knowing that this is going to technically kind of reset it in some way. Like, we all know it's some sort of reset. So I think it's got people hyped and just seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah, we shall definitely see. So we will be racing to the theater when this movie comes out for sure. Sorry, I had to get one in there, everybody. I had to get one in. But yeah, gentlemen, thanks for coming in together. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Share your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, you can reach us out through Twitter and Instagram. This is also on YouTube. So if you're watching this here, please like and subscribe to more of our quick pop takes. Next time, maybe I'll bring some popcorn. But thank you so much again. And catch you guys for the next topic. Zoom in on it.
Godspeed. Godspeed.
Run, Barry, run.
Later.